discuss Newton divided difference formula. Newton divided difference formula is applicable to find out for the interpolation of a unequal class interval. The data having a unequal class interval. So, how we derive the Newton divided difference formula? First, we discuss about this one, Newton's divided difference formula. Divided difference formula. Newton divided difference formula, not interpolation formula. Newton divided difference interpolation formula. So now, how we derive this one? We know that by the definition of a divided difference, f of x0 is a what? F of x minus f of x0 divided by what? X minus x0. By the definition of a what? By the definition of a divided difference. Now if we simplify this one, then what is the value of fx? fx equal what? fx equal f of x0 plus x minus x0 into f of x0. So if we simplify this one, fx, this one multiplied by this one, x minus x0, f of x0, and fx equal, now this become f of x0 on a right hand side. So suppose this one is equation number 1. Now in the next step, we replace the value of f of x0 with the help of a what? With the help of a second order divided difference. Then again we replace the value of f of x0, x1 with the help of a third order divided difference. So now we replace the value of f of x0 with the help of a second divided difference. So what is the second divided difference? Second divided difference means f of x0, x1, this will become what? This will become f of x0 minus f of x0, x1. So what is the value? What is the denominator? This one become x minus x1. So x minus x1 rather than x minus x0, here x minus x1. So if we simplify this one, what is the value of f of x0? Because we are going to put the value of f of x0 from here in equation 1. So what is the value of f of x0? This one equal what? This one equal f of x0, x1 plus x minus x1 f of x0, x1. So from equation 2, put the value of f of x0 in equation 1. So now what is the value of equation 1? Means function fx become what? Function fx become f of x0 plus x minus x0. If we put the value of f of x0 here, then this become what? X minus x0 f of x0 x1 plus x minus x0 x minus x1 f of x, x0 and x1. Now from third order divided difference we replace the value of what? F of x, x0, x1 and continue in this manner, then we able to find out what? General Newton divided difference formula. What is the general Newton divided difference formula? If we start to write from here, this one is fx equal what? Fx equal general Newton divided difference formula means for n plus 1 arguments, fx equal what? F of x0 plus x minus x0 first order divided difference f of x0 x1 plus x minus x0 x minus x1 x1 f of x0 x1 x2. Similarly, what is the last term? Last term become x minus x0 x minus x1 up to x minus xn and nth order divided difference. What is the notation of nth order divided difference of f of x0? F of x0 x1 x2 up to what? Here this one is a what? xn minus 1 x0 to xn n minus 1, this one is a xn. This one is a nth order divided difference. So this one is a first order divided difference, this one is a second order divided difference. Similarly, this one is a what? Nth order divided difference. So this one is a what? This one is a general Newton divided difference formula. Newton divided difference formula. This one is a divided difference formula. To solve a numerical example, there is a need to remember this formula. So it's become very easy to remember. Means f of x equal, we also write y equal this one, y equal this one, y equal fx equal 0th order divided difference, also function f of x0 plus x minus x0. First order divided difference x minus x0 x minus x1. Second order divided difference x minus x0 x minus x1 x minus x2. Third order divided difference similarly x minus x0 x minus x1 up to x minus xn minus 1 nth order divided difference. So this one is a Newton divided difference formula having a n plus 1 arguments. So now we try to solve some numerical problem based on a divided difference or based on a Newton divided difference formula. So suppose here we have a data what? Y and x. So x and y equal fx. This one is a tabular value. So here we noted down the value 1, 2, 7, 8. 1, 2, 7, 8. This one is the values of argument and the values of a function with a 1, 5, 5 and 4. This one is the value of a argument. Now, what is the first order divided difference? First order divided difference of this one. So, this one is a 5 minus 1 means this one divided by this one. So, if we denote in a term of a notation, this one is a x0, this one is a x1, this one is a x2, this one is a x3 and similarly this one is a what? This one is a y0, this one is a y1, this one is a y2, this one is a y3. So first order divided difference means f of x1 minus f of x0 or y1 minus y0 divided by x1 minus x0. So 5 minus 1 divided by what? 2 minus 1. 5 minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1, this one equal what? 5 minus 1, this one is a 4, 2 minus 1 is a 1. y2 minus y1 means a 5 minus 5 divided by 7 minus 2. 7 minus 2, this one equal to 6. And last one is a 4 minus 5. 4 minus 5 divided by what? 8 minus 7. 8 minus 7. 8 minus 7 is a 1. 4 minus 5 is a minus 1. So this one is a first order, value of a first order divided difference 4, 0 and minus 1. Now second order divided difference, del 2y is a what? This minus this one, 0 minus 4, 0 minus 4 divided by what? Divided by 7 minus 1. 7 minus 1. 7 minus 1, and the value for this one is a minus 4 by 6, and this one is a minus 2 by 3. Minus 2 by 3. And what is the next one? Next one become minus 1 minus 0 divided by 8 minus 2. 8 minus 2, and this one become 8 minus 2 means 1 by 6. This become not minus 1 by 6. So this one is a minus 1 by 6. So is the what? Third order divided difference. Third order divided difference is a what? Minus 1 by 6. Minus become plus 2 by 3 divided by 8 minus 1. 8 minus 1, and I have already calculated the value for this one is a what? Value for this one is a what? Value for this one is a 1 by 40. So this one is the way how we construct the divided difference table. Now question is for a given tabular value, find the value for what? Find the value for y at point y at x equal 6. Suppose this one is a problem. This one is a problem. Find the value for y at x equal 6. So here we closely observe this one is a this argument means argument are given for unequal class interval, means here difference is a 1, here difference is a 5, here difference is again 1. So difference is a 5, difference is a 1, difference is a 1. So here we cannot apply a interpolation formula for equal class interval. Here there is a need to apply a interpolation formula for unequal class interval. So we know that what is a Newton divided difference formula? Newton divided difference formula is what? Y equal fx equal f of x0 plus x minus x0 first order divided difference x0 x1, and in a similar manner. So this one is a first order divided difference, this one is f of x0. Now our next value is means in a Newton divided difference formula, this one is a x minus x0, x minus x1, f of x0 x1 x2 means a second order divided difference, but there is a need of a formula of a third order divided difference. So this one become what? X minus x0, x minus x1 and x minus x2, f of x0, x1, x2, x3. So now here there is a need to find out a value for y at x equal 6. So at x equals 6 means what is the value for x? X becomes 6. Now what is the value for fx0? Fx0 is a 1, and first order divided difference of a first term become 4, second order divided difference this become minus 2 by 3, and third order divided difference this become 1 by 40. So if we write the form value for this one, f of 6 equal what? F of x0 become what? 1 plus what is the value for x? There is a need to find out the value for y at x equals 6. So value of x is a what? 6. 6 minus x0. x0 is a 1. And first order divided difference value for first order divided difference is a 4 plus 6 minus 1 into 6 minus, what is the value of x1? x1 is a 2. 6 minus 2 into second order divided difference, value of a second order divided difference, first term of a second order divided difference is a minus 2 by 3, plus last term means 6 minus 1, 6 minus 2 and 6 minus what? 6 minus 7. 6 minus 7 and write down the value of a third order divided difference. The value of a third order divided difference is what? 1 by 40. So 1 by 40. So if we simplify this one, 1 by 14, if we simplify this one, already we have we noted down the value of this one. So if we simplify this one, y equal f of 6, this one is a 6 minus 1, 5 into 4, this one is a 20, 1, and this one is a minus, this one is also a minus. Minus means this one is a minus, this may be plus. So what is the value? Value become what? 6.2380. So if we simplify this one, we find the value for f of 6. F of 6 is a what? 6.2380. Now, how we find the means a polynomial which satisfy the given set of a tabular value with the help of a Newton divided difference formula. So here we take a very small example and try to find out a polynomial which satisfy the tabular value. So here first we erase out this one. So now suppose the value for x and y is what? The value for x and y is a 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2 and the value for y is a 0, 1, 20. So obviously what is the first order divided difference? This one become 1 minus 0 divided by 1 minus 0. This one equal what? 1. What is the second order, second term of a first order divided difference? 20 minus 1 divided by what? 2 minus 1. This one is a 1, 19. And second order divided difference become 19 minus 1 divided by 2 minus 0. 2 minus 0. So what is the value for this one? 18 by 2. Value for this one is a what? 9. The value for this one is a 9. So only there is a need for second order divided difference. Second order divided difference. So 1 minus 0 divided by 1 minus 0. Second one is a 20 minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. This one is a 20 minus 1, 19. 2 minus 1 is a 1. So this one is a 19 minus 1, 18. 2 minus 0. So this one is a value. So here there is a need to write down up to a Newton divided difference formula. Newton divided difference formula up to a second order. So what is the third term? X minus x0, x minus x0, x minus x1, f of x0, x1, x2, f of x0, x1, x2. So now what is the value? Here the values become what? So what is the problem? Problem is find the polynomial, find polynomial will satisfy the tabular value. So here second order difference is a constant. So what is the degree of a polynomial? Polynomial of a degree of a polynomial is a 2 because second order difference is a constant. We know that nth difference of nth divided difference of nth degree polynomial is a what? Constant. So nth difference is a constant. So this data, this tabular value satisfies the nth degree polynomial, means a second degree polynomial. So if we put the values here, y equal fx, what is the value of f of x0? Value of f of x0 is a 0. 0 plus x remains x minus x0. x0 is a 0. We write here, this one is x0, this one is x0, this one is x1, this one is x2, then this one is a f of x0, this one is a f of x0, and this one is a what? This one is a f of x0, x1, and this one is a what? This one is a f of x0, x1. f of x0, x1. Now, simply put the value over here. X minus x0, x0 is a 0. f of x0, x1, this one is a 1. This one is a 1. So, into 1 plus, what is the value? X minus 0 and x minus 1. Because x1 is a 1. X minus 1. And what is the second order? This one is a what? Second order value for second order divided difference. So if we simplify, this one is a what? This one is become 0 plus this one become x. And if we simplify this one become 9 into this become x square minus x. And if we simplify this one become 9x square minus 8x. 9x square minus 8x. So this one is a what? This one is a polynomial. This one is a polynomial. So this one is a polynomial of a degree what? This one is a polynomial of a degree 2. And here, this one is a what? Second order divided difference. This one is a second order divided difference is a constant. So only be able to fit a second degree polynomial. And this one is a what? Second degree polynomial. So if you put x equal to 0, what is the value of a y? Y equal to 0. So we can easily verify. So maybe, and always, as in a previous lecture we discussed, means all interpolating polynomial only give the approximate value. So maybe at x equal to 1, at x equal to 2, this one near to the 20 or equal to the 20. So in a best case, this one is equal to the 20. So this one is means how we solve numerical problem based on a Newton divided difference formula. So this one is basically especially designed for the unequal class interval, but you may also apply for the equal class interval, because this one is also true for the equal class interval. So in general, Newton divided difference formula is applicable for the unequal class interval, but you may also apply for the equal class interval.